Namaste friends, welcome back to my channel Food for Thought. I am Abhishek Ganguly and today we are going to discuss, is India the next manufacturing hub? We would look into this through three key points. First, why manufacturing went to China? Second, what recent events are causing companies to rethink their manufacturing and supply chain logistics and shifting them out of China? Third, what are the countries that are benefiting? And is India actually the next manufacturing hub? Now, if you like my content, please give it a thumbs up, do subscribe below and click on the bell icon. Now we come to the first point. Why manufacturing companies went to China in the first place? You can see a graph in front of you which shows the GDP per capita of two very similar countries in terms of population, India and China. Till 1980, we can see both the countries were neck in neck. Suddenly something happened and today China's per capita GDP is almost 5 times that of India. What changed in the 80s? Well, in the late 70s and early 80s, China brought in a host of economic reforms and they focused on two key things. First, large-scale investments and second, productivity increase. How did they achieve this productivity increase? Well, they invested in their people. They encouraged people to move out of farming. They consolidated the farming sector and they encouraged people to move out of farming and go for skill-based training so that they can move into manufacturing and technology. Today's China imports a lot of its food, but it's a manufacturing and technology export hub. We know it's a world leader in manufacturing and technology exports. Now, that is the reason why all of the companies, they shifted their supply chains to China. Now we come to the second part. The second part is what is causing companies to rethink their strategies and to shift supply chains out of China. Well, firstly, we know in 2018, US imposed some tariffs on China. What are tariffs? Tariffs are taxes or duties that are levied on goods that are imported or exported. For example, US said, okay, if something is manufactured in China, I would put a tariff on it, and that means for the end customer that product becomes costlier. So companies thought that this is hurting me. This is causing my products to become more and more expensive. Apart from that, the COVID-19 pandemic also, as all of us know, stopped production in China for quite some time in late 2019. This forced the companies to think about balancing the efficiencies and moving supply chains out of China to some countries so that everything doesn't stop at one point. So the over dependency on China can be reduced. Now we come to the third part. Where are these companies shifting their supply chains to and why? You can see a graph in front of you which shows between April 2018 and August 2019, more than 50 companies moved out of China. 26 went to Vietnam, 11 went to Taiwan, 8 went to Thailand and only 3 came to India. Now why is that? India has a demographic advantage. India's population average age is only 30 years and in terms of ease of doing business, India is at a better position than Vietnam. Still, why are companies moving to Vietnam? Well, we need to remember why they wanted to shift in the first place. They wanted uninterrupted production and they wanted lower tariffs. Well, with the COVID-19 pandemic, India has a lot of more cases. The population of Vietnam is 10 crores and till today, we have 1000 cases in Vietnam. Now in India, if you look at a state called Maharashtra, Maharashtra has 11 crores population and Maharashtra alone has close to 7 lakh cases. So this means the pandemic has been handled in Vietnam a lot better than India, if we are to believe their numbers. Apart from that, Vietnam also has a trade deal with the European Union. This means lower tariffs. So companies have actually shifted some of their productions to Vietnam instead of countries like India. Now, these two are not the only determining factors. There are other important factors like the infrastructure of the company, the productivity. In the first place, due to that, China lured so many companies. Now, a robust railway, easy land acquisition laws and easy labor laws. These also lure companies. India has already started working on them, and on the productivity front, we know we need a lot of skilled laborers, and national education policy has come up. So we certainly hope that that could enhance the skill base of our population. Now, however, India is not at the top of all of these. So FDI is flowing into India, but not at the rate at which we want. You can see a graph in front of you which shows you that FDI has doubled, in fact, between 2014 and 2019-2020. However, this is not the full potential of India. India can take in a lot more FDIs with a better skill-based population and better infrastructure. Another point that we would like to make here is, I'm showing you another graph which shows most of the FDIs are centered to the western coast, the western part of India, Maharashtra, Gujarat, Karnataka. Maharashtra takes in almost 30% of the FDIs, so on and so forth. Now the problem with that is only one part of India is getting developed and the other part is getting left behind. So we certainly hope we see a lot of land reforms and a lot of more industries come up in the eastern sector and throughout India, and we gradually grow up to the manufacturing hub that we were supposed to be. Thank you. Goodbye. Namaste.